Happy Thursday. And have you ever questioned anything about yourself or questioned your identity? Sometimes we think about questioning identity as a negative, but what if we saw it as a process of evolution? That we evolve as humans, we come to greater understanding, we come to new things, and that as we learn more or have more experiences in our life, as we learn more about who we are and who we want to be, that we question our identity in a way that actually brings us into connection with God, that brings us into a greater relationship of God, that begins to center ourselves of who we are on God's faithful love. Because so many times we have these things that we say to ourselves, maybe we're really negative, maybe we say like, we have really terrible things that we say, or we've heard somebody else say something really negative, and we take that on and say, is that who I really am? And we allow that to control us. So for today, I've got the Psalm 22, verses 6 through 11. And this one starts off where it is that harshness of, here's how the psalmist, this is who he thinks he is. But I'm just a worm, less than human. Insulted by one person, despised by another. All who see me make fun of me. They gape, shaking their heads. He committed himself to the Lord, so let God rescue him. Let God deliver him, because God likes him so much. But you are the one who pulled me from the womb, placing me safely at my mother's breast. I was thrown on you from birth. You've been my God since I was in my mother's womb. Please don't be far from me, because trouble is near and there's no one to help. So here the psalmist says, I'm a worm, I'm less than human. The psalmist is struggling with who he is, and yet there's this sense of, there's this connection to God. Hey God, I need you to save me. I need that faithful love. And so to begin to think about that, of questioning who we are and who we want to be, and how is God playing into that? How is God's faithful love, that God is always present for us, that God is always pulling us out of, that God is always bringing us into a new reality, that God is bringing us to new understandings and new places. How will we allow God to bring us to a place where our identity is not of believing that we are a worm or less than human, but instead that we are created by a loving God? Pray with me. Oh God, as we try to understand who we are and who we want to be, may we know your faithful love. May your faithful love be the foundation of our identity. May we put aside those things that tear us down, that are unhelpful in moving us to new places, to moving us into a deeper relationship with you. Help us, oh God, this day to understand how our identity is connected to your faithful love. Amen. Have a great one.